Matt, take it off. That's for you, Matt. Take it off.
I want to do. Dan mentioned in some of the in the bags that I've been doing recently with the PGA Tour players from the Titleist shoot that there were 5 woods and 7 woods flying around. I'm quite intrigued by that, Dan, aren't you?
Yeah.
As someone who flicks between 5 woods and 7 woods. So we're just going to hit a few shots and show you why I think and we think that there might be more 5 woods than hybrids in the PGA Tour players' bags. So Dan's hitting his hybrid to start, 20.25 loft. This is one that you've been gaming recently, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's collecting some daters. Because I would say the fairway wood is a bit of a lost dinosaur, isn't it?
Yeah, since hybrids have come in, like 7, 9 and everything back in the day, wasn't it?
Yeah. A couple more for us, Dan. How you feel you're hitting them, alright?
Yeah, they're all a bit all alright.
Cool. One more.
Yeah.
Did you ever use a fairway wood? I bet you were a long iron.
I had a 2 iron, yeah.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I did, yeah. Didn't go very high. Ran a lot though.
So I was a 5 wood player.
Yeah.
I had a 21 degree 5 wood, which would now probably be a 7 wood. Were you a fairway wood player?
Not during my amateur days and early on. I was always like 2 iron and things.
Proper porn.
3 wood, 2 iron.
Yeah.
But then as I got a bit older,
nothing better than a bag with 1 driver or 2 woods in it and the rest of irons.
Yeah. Player.
One
layer.
I went driver 2 iron.
Yeah, that was pure
bang, yeah.
Driver 2 iron.
Driver 2
Matt,
iron, bang.
have a look at that.
That's impressive, isn't it?
That's Dan stripes.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
I like to get my money's worth for the face, you know, it lasts longer.
Matt literally doesn't know what that means. When he sees that, if he was teaching you, he'd go, I think my
iPad's gone
broken.
I better chuck this away.
What the hell do I do now?
0-0 button ball, 0.8 spin axis. You're done.
Let's talk stroke game.
Yeah. Right, do you want to flip that to 5 wood then?
Yeah.
So what 5 wood is
so
this?
it's a 7 wood. So it's a 20. It's going to be the same setting. It starts at 21. I move it down by 0.75.
So it's the same loft as the
same
hybrid.
Loft, and it's the same setting, same
If
flat.
you grab
down.
the hybrid for me, just show me the difference in lengths of those. If you stand them up against you,
it's about 2 inches, I think. Inch and a
just
half.
line them up a bit better. There you go. Yeah, so it's 2.5, 2 inches.
It's 2 inches. I measured it before.
Yeah. So we should be seeing some different shots in theory from this, even though it's the same loft. Let's try the 7 wood stroke fairway wood compared to the hybrid. When I've done stuff on the European tour, you don't see many. I can't think of one actually fairway wood from the guys I've worked with, where PGA Tour players there. I think I saw 3 straight off the bat. I saw definitely 2 because Thomas had a 5 wood. Stallings had a 7 wood, didn't he?
Yeah, that's why we were chatting about it.
Yeah. You must have looked at Stallings' swing and must have just been loving it, wouldn't you? There was some serious handle drag.
There was a lot of that going on.
We need to do a swing review of some of this. We should do some swing reviews of all of us.
Yeah.
What do you think of this?
Yeah.
His swing was amazing. He was hitting some amazing shots.
Oh God.
So we've lengthened the club and already we've seen a little bit of strike deviation.
That first one was a bit heely, wasn't it?
A little bit, yeah. That sounded good. Yeah, more send it hit.
What about loft? Loft should increase, I think, with this one.
That would be my guess. That would be my guess, unless he starts delivering it differently. Would you see a fairway wood? Would you see a fairway wood and a hybrid? So you would see a fairway wood and a wedge as very different deliveries, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Would you see a fairway wood and a hybrid as different deliveries?
Slightly, purely based on the ball position. When longer the club gets, my ball position would naturally starts to move further forward.
So the fairway wood is not played from the same position as the
slightly
hybrid.
forward, and that's why the path I'm seeing going to start to move.
Yeah. So it's again, that's not a club thing, is it?
No.
the player. So interesting though, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is so interesting as well, where so you can just see some of the online chats just go nowhere, don't they? Because you're actually talking about blue and grey and red trousers. So you'll see the screen doesn't need to refresh because we're using the iPad and that refreshes straight away. How many more shots? Sounding like a good one. Do you worry about the length of shaft for hitting greens? Because you'd be hitting these into greens. Which one would you prefer for accuracy out of the two?
It doesn't bother me too much, to be honest.
There's not a
It's
difference.
Because
you do flick between hybrids and fairways, don't you, in your tinker bag?
Yeah. It's an interesting one. When I'm hitting it, I can almost start to feel my path being further left. And I'll see what happens in a moment, but I just always feel that when I get into the slightly longer fairway woods, my strike starts to move more towards the toe.
Okay.
Whereas the hybrid can start to feel more heely.
Yep. Right, what do we see, coach?
More
Lots.
speed.
So more speed with the 7-wood?
Yeah. More
Go on,
spin.
in what way? What's ball speed?
So club and ball.
So
Club has gone up 5 miles an hour.
So he's responding to the longer length.
The length, yeah. Ball speed up 8 miles an hour.
So from the same loft, you've got potential for loads more distance out of the 7-wood to the hybrid. Same loft.
Spin is up 500 revs as well with the 7-wood.
Okay.
Peak height is higher.
By how much?
4 yards.
So 32 to 36. So 36 with the 7-wood.
And 10 yards extra on the 7-wood as well. On carry.
So the reason PGA Tour players are using fairway woods out of the few that we've done, I'm sure obviously not all, plenty use hybrids as well, but why are they using fairway woods rather than hybrids in that? Yeah.
Higher, more
to get it
spin.
high.
I mean, you hear what Justin Thomas said as well, his 3-wood goes too far.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel so sorry for you.
Well,
I literally wanted to just do this when he said that. Oh, we're done. So they're using that fairway wood as a 250, 260 yard club, and it's going higher
Yeah.
and stopping.
Lovely.
European Tour players playing in mixed weathers, trying to run. You can't run into that. We've played enough in America.
Thick grass.
Really good American courses, they put the fringes to the side and at the back.
Yeah.
How many European courses do we play where you can run up onto the green? There's loads, isn't there?
Yeah.
What else you seen, Dan?
Well, more of a feel thing from my point of view was I said that my path would move more left.
Yeah.
With the compared to slightly right.
Why do you think that is?
It's ball position for me.
Of course, yeah, you said that, sorry.
So my ball position's moving, because it's a slightly longer club, my ball position's moving slightly further up, so more towards my left side.
So why would a longer club make you move your ball position forwards?
Your angle of attack with the 7-wood, you want more level and down, I'm guessing. You're putting it forward.
Same loft of the clubs? Same loft?
I don't know.
If you look at the dynamic loft, surely he's presenting more dynamic loft with this than it is his hybrid.
Yeah.
So he's getting that the wrong way round, is he not? What is the dynamic loft?
Yeah, 27 to 24.
So the hybrid is 24.
Hybrid's 24, which is, again, what I would expect to see with the ball position being slightly further back. My delivery of loft should change. Agree with that?
Yeah, but
And
why?
then-
But why would you not? You're
Why would you
pushing
not
that.
move it back, you
Well,
mean?
you're saying you push this forward because it's a longer club.
That's a natural feeling for me to
Yeah,
do that.
yeah. My ball position for me personally is only ever related to that,
Spin loft.
not this. My ball position is push forward with a club. I'm not feeling like I'm going to get in the air.
So you would play that more central as well, would you? As like a
Well, I
hybrid?
play this and a hybrid in the same place.
Do you?
It's the same loft, and I'm delivering a similar loft. So in theory, you're delivering more loft with this because you've got it further forward. There's no right or wrong here. And the extra height does give you maybe a bit more distance. Which one had the more spin?
That one.
Because your spin
Yeah.
loft's higher.
Yeah,
What's the
Spin loft's like 7 more,
what's the angle of attack on both?
5 more.
but the angle of attack, does it change?
Same.
Yeah.
Point 0.3 different.
0.3 different.
By
So
pushing
your
it
spin
forward.
loft's 4 degrees more with a 7 wood than it is a hybrid.
So then, in theory, you're from. It's interesting. Do you see the point I'm trying to make, Paulie, here? I would move ball position for height, and then a little bit of club path as well.
Yeah.
But it's height's the first choice, and then I adjust my paths because I've moved ball position.
Like
Why is he pushing one that presents more loft further forward?
Well, like if I was.
Is it to subconsciously know that he gets better? Like, as in, you'd never be able to articulate that without this machine.
Yeah.
Is it that he subconsciously knows through
He's
trying
trying to
to
make the club do
do the
what it wants
most
to.
it can, which
Yeah.
it's doing?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's wrong.
Mm.
It's just the way you articulate it is actually, it's not quite right, because you're
Yeah.
saying I push it forwards. That makes my path go to the left, which is cool.
Yeah.
But you're pushing forwards because it's a long. So if I gave you this length wedge, would you play it from the front of your foot? Of course you wouldn't. If I gave you that long a 60-degree wedge, you wouldn't play it forward. I don't think it is actually the length. I think it's more you understanding how to get the most out of what club is in your hand from the loft.
I think it's that, and like old school.
Would
is
go
like,
forward,
would go
hybrid.
forward,
Yeah.
Like if I grabbed this, I would put it straight up the front of my stance too.
Yeah.
Like I was
'Cause
taught
it's a
that.
wood.
Yeah, wood. Yeah. Totally wood.
Because you're meant to hit woods on the way up.
You
Because
laughed
you're meant
at
to
me,
hit woods on the way up.
Yeah, but you're still hitting down.
You wouldn't hit that on the way up unless you want to duff it.
Because I asked you, I don't know if it's this week or not, but it was like mid-round, and I said, do you play a hybrid like a wood or an iron? And everyone laughed at me. I think it's what I'm editing now.
Right.
And like you said, as a wood, I think your answer was.
Yeah, I don't play a wood.
And-
Hybrid and a wood, I play the same.
Yeah, and I asked that question as well because I'm like just new to like the hybrid scene. aren't
Yeah,
I?
yeah.
But like I'm working
New
it
to the
out.
hybrid scene.
Welcome
Like,
to the wonderful
am I meant
world.
to talk to this lady or not?
Because
I'm new to these bars.
I'm working it out as like a wood being forward, hybrid.
Yeah.
Where do I put it?
Yeah.
Never used it, so what's the deal?
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of that thing back in the day: woods forward, irons in the middle,
So here's one
That
for you
sort of
then.
thing.
Here's one for
rather
you.
than the length.
So how many amateurs that you teach hit, let's say this is going 180 to 200 for your average amateur, right? How many, come closer Dan, come on. I thought you were literally stuck in
Punching on that bit.
How many people down that lens, and you teach 180 to 200, okay, hit the ball too high?
Not many.
And how many hit it too far?
None.
What did this do? What did this do?
I know, yeah.
What did this do?
Well, it went high and
higher.
quite nice.
And?
Yeah. Longer, yeah.
But the counter to that, if you would do the devil's advocate, how many students down that lens and people we teach like the fact that clubs get longer and longer and longer? There's always, where you win,
Yeah.
you're going to lose the
Gonna
other
lose,
end. So then what about, here you go, why would you not have this loft with a hybrid length shaft in it for your average Joe? Average Joe hits it not high enough. 200 yards they're struggling. It's a renown. I'm not making this up. It's a study done. That's where pros excel over the average amateur. Hybrids are great. I'm a hybrid player. I love it, and they fit into my numbers.
Yeah.
But
My hybrids are shorter.
in length,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because I
Yeah,
want
you
them to
have
feel
them.
like an iron.
yeah.
And then they match the weights and stuff, obviously.
This is where custom fit can help. This is where
Yeah.
teaching can help if you do some proper
Yeah.
ideas and investigations into what's doing what, or you can just read the books that say the ball position goes forward for a wood and it goes back for this and that and the other, and nothing happens. Oh, you're the worst tinkerer than Matt, than Dan. Is that going to hit it?
Trickle.
Trickle. Stop.
Trickle on there.
Thanks. Thank you. Stop. Bet you can't get it closer to the line than that.
No, I don't think I can. I think, God, TS2 make a nice fairway. Yeah. More people should be trying fairways, should they not?
They should all be. I think they should be. We're certainly looking at trialing.
So I need a fourth wood. I need to take my 19 hybrid out.
And put a 7 wood in.
Put a 7 wood in.
Do you know why I don't? Do you know why I don't?
Because you prefer a hybrid. And
Yeah, I just feel a hybrid. I think this would fit into my length bracket maybe a bit better because I'd be able to push it longer.
So what I'm saying is the length of the club. Does that?
No, it's not the length
you?
of the club. It's the fact that I've got a wood in my hand, and it's like a mental thing. I'd need to test it. I just feel like I could hit it off the planet. Where if I've got a hybrid in my hand, I feel like I'm never really going to miss much of a complex of a green.
Rinky dink.
In why?
I don't even know. I don't know. I'd need to play with a fairway. So. I was a 5-wood player, but it was the size of a hybrid. It was tiny. It wasn't this size. My question is, can I funk this? Can I go down the grit and do all the things? But I want you to put your 5-wood back in the bag, Dan. Because I think your 5-wood's your best club. Oh, that's the other thing. When I've gone to fairway woods like this, they go a bit too high.
Yeah, it's a bit.
And I struggle to punch it. That's the other counter where my hybrid into a wind, I do feel like I can put it back and hit a low draw into the wind a bit more. If that's that club, I'm a bit buggered.
But
like you go 220 yard par 3 into the wind and I can't hit that. I'm now having to hit like the softest 3-wood I've ever hit. That's why where my hybrid or 210 into the wind, rinky wet reach, the power hybrid does it, and I can keep it a decent height.
The problem I've got with my 5-wood is that it's so strong that it starts to move towards my 3-wood.
Yeah.
And then I'm carrying a 5-wood and a 3-wood that go within sort of 5-10 yards of each other.
Yeah.
And then I've got a big gap below it.
Yeah. PGA Tour players are using these, or some of them, the ones we're certainly filming with, or I'm filming with, because of that height and distance. Mm-hmm. And it kind of makes you think more amateurs should be doing it as well, shouldn't they? Or at least trying it.
Definitely trying it.
what you bring to the table, though, isn't it?
TS2.
TS2 7-wood.